If you've been shopping online lately, you've definitely seen it. That promise of buy now, pay later, or BNPL.
Oh yeah, Pain in 4. It's everywhere.
Exactly. Split that purchase into 4 easy, interest-free payments. So today, we're doing a deep dive on 2 of the biggest names you'll see, Sezzle and Klarna.
And our mission here is really to cut through all the marketing noise. We're going to strip it all back and look at their scale, their fee structures, which are completely different, and some pretty serious allegations we found in the source material.
Let's start with scale, because the difference here is, well, it's just wild. Klarna is this global giant.
All right.
We're talking 85 million users worldwide, over 200,000 retail partners.
And says.
Sezzle reports 2.8 million active users. But what really jumped out of us was the merchant number. They claimed 48,000 merchants.
Okay.
But investigators could only find, 6,776 active ones on their actual website?
Wow. That's a huge gap. I mean, that kind of thing immediately makes you question the transparency there.
It does. But let's dig into the services themselves. One of the core trade-offs we found was around credit reporting.
Right. This is a big deal for some people. Most of these services don't touch your credit score.
But Sezzle has this optional program, Sezzle Up, and if you opt in, they report your on-time payments to the credit bureaus. So you can actually build your credit history.
Which is a real benefit. Klarna, on the other hand, it generally doesn't do that for its standard Pay in 4 plan.
So if you're trying to build credit, Sezzle has a path.
It does, but you have to connect that feature to their fee structure, and that's where the picture gets a lot riskier.
Let's talk about the fees. Klarna's maximum late fee is capped at $7.
$7. Now, Sezzle's, their max late fee is almost triple that. It hits $16.95.
And the timing is just brutal. We found specific customer complaints saying that Sezzle charges that fee the moment a payment is due. There's no grace period.
It doesn't stop there, right? There are other costs.
Yeah, they layer them on. You can be charged up to $7.50 just for rescheduling a payment. And there's even a $1.99 fee if you want to use a card after that first installment.
So it's a real penalty model.
Yeah.
But while Sezzle's fees are high and they hit you fast, Klarna has this huge hidden cost.
The interest rate.
The interest rate. If you go beyond that Pay in 4 and choose one of their longer-term payment plans, the interest can skyrocket to, get this, 35.99%.
35%. That's worse than most credit cards.
That's where the real financial danger is with Klarna.
Okay, so that brings up a bigger question then. What about trustworthiness? Regulatory stuff.
Well, Sezzle has a really poor standing with the Better Business Bureau. It's a 1.1 star rating out of 5.
1.1. Wow.
Yeah, based on nearly 1,000 complaints. And the allegations are pretty stark. We saw claims from users who said they were enrolled in premium subscriptions without even knowing it.
Without their consent.
Exactly. And beyond that, investigators also found that a bunch of Canadian pharmaceutical sites that were on the Pharmacy Board's not recommended list were processing payments exclusively through Sezzle.
So that raises serious questions about who they're willing to partner with. Hindenburg Research basically said Sezzle was being left behind and was using short-term tricks.
Right. Now, Klarna isn't perfect either. They have a similar volume of complaints, over 900. The big issue there seems to be problems with their identity verification systems.
It's people getting locked out of their accounts, unable to pay.
Yeah, which is a nightmare. It's fascinating because both services, they really rely on their customers slipping up. Missed payments become these fee festivals.
So let's bring this all home. What does this actually mean for you at the checkout?
Well, if you just want sheer scale and the lowest initial late fee, Klarna's your pick. But you have to be incredibly careful to avoid that 35% interest trap.
And if you really need that credit building feature from Sezzle Up, you have to be ready to deal with much higher fees, what sounds like impossible customer support, and frankly, some really serious allegations.
It makes you wonder, given that the basic technology is pretty similar, what is this huge difference in regulatory scrutiny? The secret subscriptions, the non-recommended pharmacy sites. What does that tell us about the ethics and the long-term health of these high-growth BNPL companies? It's something to think about.